It's Tuesday, October 9th. It is a cold and chilly day here. Oh, is this where I need to be? No, it's Masterpiece Delicatessen. Okay. I'm on my way to a meeting with a friend of mine, Dave Momper. So the reason why I'm meeting with Dave was at Creative Morning Summit along with me, and when I got to ask Seth Godin my question, and he gave me some really good feedback, Seth did, and since Dave was there, I want to pick his brain and ask him some more questions about it, because I really appreciated his insight when I was at Summit.
There's no alignment.
I am so thankful that I just had that conversation with Dave. Dave is an extremely wise man and also someone who is good at asking questions that make you think. For me, the questions that Dave was really trying to get at was, yeah, the experience that you had there sucked. Yes, you got hurt, and you have every expectation of trying to deal with that hurt, because having that kind of an experience is very human and normal. But the question then becomes, what do you do with that experience? And Dave asked me a really great question. He's like, what are the takeaways? What are the nuggets of wisdom that you can take with you from the experience without having to carry the whole experience? And I found that to be a really eye-opening question to ask. Overwhelmingly, the theme that keeps coming back to me and reflecting on this conversation that I just had with Dave, and again, the conversation that I had, one-on-one with Seth at Summit, is this idea of, hold on a second, I'll only cross the street, this idea of where do you want to go from here? Like, okay, so this thing happened in the past. It's okay. It's okay that it happened. It's okay that it hurt. But now what? Now what do you want to do? I never once pegged myself as someone who, holds on to things in the past, but maybe that's just a really naive way of looking at myself, because I am human at the same time as everybody else. And we all get hurt by different things, and we all let ourselves inadvertently or purposefully be defined by the things that hurt us. We like to, either say that it was somebody else's fault for why we failed, or why it's some other circumstance that is keeping us from doing the things that we want to do with our lives. It's much easier to let that be the reason than it being our own lack of responsibility for what we think, what we feel, and how we move on after something. Oh boy, guys, I don't know if you can see this. I think there's snow in the air. There's definitely slush, but there is snow. Oh, that makes me so happy, and probably pisses off the rest of Denver. Ultimately, the question of where you want to go is big. This is how you decide the grand overarching dreams that you want to do with your life. Now, the things that we do to get there are stepping stones, and sometimes they in and of themselves are goals. But something I'm realizing in this entire process of working through my own feelings and emotions, after talking with Seth, after talking with Dave, and after uncovering all of this crap that apparently I'm still dealing with on the inside, that where I want to go can not only change, but it can ratchet up. And that's definitely something that I can see is happening in the future, this ratcheting up. And yeah, it's scary when you ask that question of yourself. Sometimes you don't know the answer, and that's okay to not know the answer to where you want to go. But it is something to strive to search for and strive to answer, because
when we are going where we want to go, when we are putting in the time and effort to go where we want to go, that's where we learn and grow and become the best version of ourselves. And we really have the chance to impact and change the world.